This boy was driving keke morning, afternoon, evening. At night, the boy will walk just for him to meet up. This boy made this sacrifice for 5 good years. Not 5 months, 5 good years. And fans, hello family. Yeah, I just want to discuss an important issue with you, and as usual, this is where you draw wisdom. To be honest, I'm only here to advise you, and again, I want you to tell me how you feel, because whatever I discuss today is from my own perspective. If it's from my own perspectives, then I will want you to say what is in your mind. Because I've got several issues, several reports, and judging with what is happening all over the world, I think we need to discuss this because it has become a recurring decimal. There's a young guy who is crying out, asking for justice, and I don't know how you will feel when I explain what I want to explain to you. Is it good for somebody to train a girl, or for a man to train a girl in university? Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, you do your service, and after training you will say you will not marry that person when you have promised you are going to marry that person. Yet, even though there is no agreement written, but both of you are into a relationship, and this person is doing all he can to make sure he provides for you. He will pay your accommodation, he will pay your school fees, he will clothe you, he will pay for books, handouts, and everything. Make sure you live comfortably in the university. And after 4 years or 5 years, the person now feel, okay, my wife has finished. Can I go and do the necessary thing? You say, excuse me, I don't want to marry you again. I don't love you again. I love someone else. What do they call that? What is that? Is that betrayal? Is it heartbreak? What are you going to call it? My question is, if you are a man, you are listening to me, you train somebody to university level, probably you never went to school, but because you love this girl and you said, okay, if I send this girl to school, my life will be much more better. After graduating, he will tell you that I don't love you anymore. How will you feel? Will you be heartbroken? Will you just take it and say, okay, you go your way? What are you going to do? I want you to leave it in the comment section. If you're a woman and a man calls you and said, okay, I will want you to go to school because I didn't go to school, but I will manage and make sure I pay your school fees, I send you to school. When you finish, we'll just get married and we'll begin to have children. You said, no problem. And this man will train you, pay your school fees. Some of you will go to university, study medicine, 6-7 years, you finish. Some of you study law, you finish 5-6 years. This man is waiting for you. This man is doing farm. Farming, he doesn't leave the bush to make sure he pay your school fees, pay your accommodation, feed you, buy you clothes, buy you hair, buy you new, change your phone. And after suffering, after 5-6 years, you will tell this man, you look at his face and tell him, I don't love you anymore, I cannot marry you. How do you sleep at night if you're a woman? Do you sleep at all? Do you have conscience? Do you have heart? Do you have heart at all? What do you think that man should do to you? What do you think do you think he's going to wish you well and tell you, okay, bye-bye? After he has suffered to pay your school fees, to pay your accommodation, to feed you, buy hair, give you iPhone, do all that a man's supposed to do for his wife. And after you graduated, after you have used service, instead of you to come back and say, thank you, I am back, what are we going to do? Can you come and see my parents now? Or you will tell him, you look at his face and tell him, I don't love you anymore. If you say you don't love him anymore, how do you think he's going to behave? What do you think is going to be his reaction? Do you have conscience at all? If you have conscience, you shouldn't be doing that. Okay, now let me tell you this. We'll have this kind of problem happening everywhere. In Nigeria, some people said no, they are not going to agree. They are going to deal with the girl. Let me see. They will see the different threats to another. Okay, now let me tell you. This particular guy, the one that pains me most, is this particular guy that drive what is it called? Tricycle. You know, they call it keke nape, but what do they call it in Nigeria? This guy is a keke guy, and this guy has been driving this tricycle, for years. And he met this girl. This girl said that she doesn't have anybody, but she would have loved to go to school. This boy said, okay, since we're in a relationship, I will be able to help you. And this boy paid for this girl's jam. The girl wrote her jam, pass. He said, okay, since you have passed, enter university. By the time you finish, when you finish, we are going to marry. The girl said, no problem, we are going to marry. This boy now went and he paid. This girl passed her jam. This boy did everything to make sure he got admission in university. You remember, sometimes you get admission in university, they want you to bring some amount because the cutoff is not enough, or you just come because the mark you score, so many people score the same mark and they never got admission. So if they never got admission, they want you to pay. And that is Nigeria for you. And this boy did everything he could to make sure this guy enter university. And eventually this guy got admission. When he gained admission, this girl studied law. And this boy paid from first year, second year, third year, fifth year. He will pay school fees. He will pay for accommodation. He will make sure he will pay for her. He will change her phone. He will buy bags. This boy was driving keke morning, afternoon, evening. At night, the boy will work just for him to meet up, to make sure that he's saving and make sure this girl doesn't lack anything. The parents of this girl, they have no money to send this girl to school. So this boy took the responsibility. And the parents of this girl knew that it was this boy that wants to marry this girl. And it's this boy that is sending their daughter to school. Now the boy will go there. He will buy grass cutter. He will go and give them. He will see antelope. He will buy. He will go and give them. He will see a bag of rice. He will buy. He will go and give the parents. To make sure that they eat, that they feed. This boy made this sacrifice for 5 good years. Not 5 months, 5 good years, buying food for the parents of the girl, feeding the girl in the school. And after 6 years, remember this girl studied law, finished that law, then the girl went to do her youth service. While she was in school, not knowing, the boy didn't know that this girl has a boyfriend. And while the girl just finished her youth service, the boy started calling this girl, he will not pick. The boy will call this girl, he will not pick. The boy will text, what is happening? Where are you? She's busy. She just came back from camp. Now, went to the boy and he's telling the boy, I'm sorry. Why I'm behaving like this is I don't love you anymore. I want to marry who I love. I've gotten somebody and we're doing marriage. But I will let you know. The boy said, what? Of all the sacrifices that I have done for 6 years, I didn't save money. I didn't give my parents. I was just serving you, serving your parents. Make sure that you live comfortably in university. And make sure your parents live well. They will be sick. I will take them to hospital. I will carry them with my keke. I will take them to hospital. They will treat them, I will pay. Just for them to be alive, to see me marry you. And now you just graduated with your khaki. You come to my house with khaki. And you are telling me you don't love me anymore. Of all the sacrifices that I have done. Even when this girl, her posting came, she took transport from this boy to go to the state where she wants to serve. She reported at the camp. The boy gave him money. While she was at the camp, the boy was giving her money. Only for you to finish that, you tell me that you don't love me again, you want to marry someone else. I don't know where some people come from. I don't know whether it's God that created them or it's Satan that created them. When you know you don't love this boy, why did you allow him to spend all his hard-earned money? Remember, when it's sunny, when it's raining, this boy is there riding keke. Police will beat him. Agboro will beat this boy. I haven't done all these things to this boy. The boy bear it. Even when he's sick, he's trying to manage. Even though it's 5,000 I can get today, let me just keep it in case the girl give me a call me. I can now send recharge card to the girl. Because I don't want her to stay without airtime. He will send you data. You will collect. He will feed you. Every week he will send you money to feed. From the keke, the boy will work day and night. Inside rain, inside sun. This boy will work. And after 6 years you graduated, you open your mouth. You are stinking mouth. And come and look at his face and you tell him, I don't love you anymore. I've seen somebody I love. I want to get married to the person. Oh my. The boy is crying for justice. The boy is crying for justice. The girl never came actually. What happened was that the girl has printed a card for her traditional marriage and also her wedding. The parents knew that this boy trained this girl. From JAMB, he bought her JAMB form. Make sure this girl pass. Pay for extramural lesson. This girl went to lesson for mathematics, for English, for all the courses. This girl passed. He sent her to university. He does registration. He did everything humanly possible for this girl to go to school. And this girl just graduated, finish her youth service, and come to the boy and tell the boy that I don't love you anymore. I want to marry someone else. And the boy said, if I don't marry you, nobody will marry you. But how did the boy come to know? Let me just tell you a story. Somebody that knows the girl and the boy saw the wedding card. And he went to tell the boy and said, your girlfriend is getting married. Are you not aware? The boy said, go and sit down. What kind of talk is that? Which girl? My wife. The girl I want to marry. Their parents know. I made them to eat. I sent the girl to school for 6 years. And then now you're telling me you want to marry. The boy showed him this card. Lo and behold, it was true. And the boy said, no, it will never happen. But for him to allow the girl to marry, the family need to compensate him. Or the girl will never get married. That the door of the marriage is either they kill him or they buy him. Let me use the word buy. Buy him or something head go wrong. And the boy is crying for justice. Like it cannot happen. He said he lives in one room. Face me and face you. He said he was doing everything humanly possible for this girl to be successful in life. That when she's just finished school, you know there is a standard where this girl cannot fall below because she has gone to school. She went to do law. That one day life will change. He will leave this keke and he train this girl. That when the girl finishes, he cannot change business. The girl now finished as a graduate. She has studied law. He now know that the boy is a keke boy and that he doesn't love him anymore. The same keke they used to send this girl, the same money this boy made was the money he used to train this girl for 6 good years. And now you graduated. Instead of you to come and tell him thank you, you told him, you look at his eyes and you tell him, I don't love you anymore. I want to marry who I love. Is it fair? If you are the boy, what will you do? The boy now saying that this guy will never marry someone else. If he doesn't marry me, he say it will never happen. It's either he says something will happen on that day. Because now he has gotten the address where the marriage is going to take place. He said it will never happen. He's going there to scatter both the cake, everything there. He said he's going to spoil it. In the church, he said it will never happen. He will go there because he cannot suffer for 6 years because of this girl. Inside rain, inside sun. And this girl will do this to him. He said it will never happen. The father now asking the boy, what do you want us to do? Now that my daughter has decided he's going to marry someone else, I know you tried for us. I know you send this girl to school. You make sure that we eat. Now, what do you want? The boy, it's okay. Let me just forgive. For these 6 years I have wasted. Money I paid for accommodation, money for her, money for phone, money for everything I have spent on this girl. Just give me 10 million. Let him go and marry someone he wants to marry. The girl said, no, which 10 million? That 10 million is too much. It's okay. Tell the man that wants to marry you that someone train you. He should come and pay the 10 million. Then he can marry you. They say they don't have the money. The boy should just forgive them. What do you mean by forgiving you? Forgiveness is easy to talk. Yes, he will forgive you. But in this case, you have treated the boy so badly. You have treated the boy. I will tell you the truth. In case you are listening to me, Sarah, you are a wicked person. You are evil. Jezebel is even better than you, or Delilah is even better than you. I will tell you the truth, Sarah. I will tell you, Sarah, you have done the worst. This boy,